Good morning, everyone. Just enjoying my morning cup of coffee as I read. That's typically what I do every morning as I read before I have to get going with my day. And a couple articles that I read this morning that are truly sickening and disgusting. Probably one of the most disturbing things I have read so far this week and in a long time. That has to do with my home state of Michigan. Lawmakers there are trying to ban the specification of boy and girl toys. So if it's an action figure, building toy, car toy, things like that, they want to make it so fast food chains and restaurants can no longer say that they're boy exclusive. And as far as a stuffed animal goes, Barbie dolls, whatever, they want to make it so they can't say girls. This is the most idiotic thing I have seen so far. And I know I say a lot of things are idiotic. Well, a lot of things are idiotic. So anyway, but this is completely stupid. They're doing away with science, although they claim to be the party of science and facts and reasoning when they fail to apply simple logic in between sex and gender and that they are not indistinguishable. They are one and the same. The reason they're doing this is to not offend anybody who may be a boy and actually want a girl's toy, or a girl who wants a boy's toy. Firstly, there are no rules that state if a boy wanted a girl's toy that he couldn't have one, or a girl wanting a boy toy couldn't have one. All you would have to do is ask. Just say, hey, would you mind putting a girl's toy in my son's Happy Meal, or a boy's toy in my daughter's Happy Meal instead of the girl's toy? That's all you have to do. You can't start rearranging society because it doesn't fit your agenda. And what they're trying to do is make everybody uniform. Forget about gender, forget about sex. Everybody's going to be one and the same. When that isn't the case. This should worry everybody. Target's even done this. They did this back in 2015. So it's not as if this is a one-stop shop here. No, they're trying to do this across the country. They're trying to wipe out sex and gender entirely. That way they can keep pushing their false propaganda and keep saying that men and women are equal, they're one and the same, when that isn't the case. They're going against all logic, all science. It's disgusting. It's disturbing. We really need to be aware of this and do something about it. This is going to hurt our children. This is going to confuse them. You're telling me that it's okay to tell a 4-year-old that they're not a boy or girl. You don't decide that. They do. You come to terms with your gender. You tell us what you are. How confusing is that going to be for them? That is so stupid. You're going to cripple them. That's what you're going to do. You're giving them no framework for life. This is just all part of a sick plan to cripple us as individuals and give more power to the state. Because if you just cause mass confusion, nobody's going to know what to believe or what not to believe. They're going to look for their they're going to look to their superiors for answers. Who are their superiors going to be? The government. This is dangerous, America. This is a dangerous game we're playing. And this isn't exclusive to Michigan. Like I've stated, Target has already done this. Other places are trying to do this as well. This may not seem that big of a deal, being that they're toys, but this is all part of a larger plan. For instance, the bathrooms, where they're trying to make it where they're gender neutral. That's going to be dangerous. That's going to be very dangerous. It already has proven to be dangerous in elementary schools, where I made an episode about it, where a 5-year-old girl gets sexually assaulted by a male student in her school because he was allowed to enter the bathroom without any repercussions. This is serious. It shouldn't be taken lightly. We should all be aware of it and try and reinforce the truth about this, which is boys and girls are different. They are very distinctively different. Are there overlapping characteristics? Of course there are. Of course there are. That does not excuse the fact that they are completely different from one another. So, be very mindful of what's going on. And if you see this behavior at your school or at your state or local level, be sure to do something about it. Say something. Get a group of people to start talking about this and exposing this. Go to your legislature if they're trying to do idiotic things like Michigan's doing right now. If I was in Michigan, I would be going to the state capitol and trying to do something about this, trying to influence them to have some common sense. But I'm not. Fortunately, Ohio isn't like that, so I don't have to worry about that here. Please be mindful, everybody. Be aware of what's going on in our society. This isn't just irrelevant things that are going on. This can completely destroy everything that America has stood for and built upon. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Obviously, I'll be doing my episode later today, so be sure to check that out, and I will see you then. Until then, peace.